Welcome to Daxue Talks, a show powered by Daxue Consulting, a China-based strategic market research company founded in 2010.
I'm Nicolas Coster. I am a business lawyer, French business lawyer. I have been in China for 16 years. I'm specialized in foreign direct investment. So basically, I set up companies in China, and I also sometimes liquidate them.
Should seriously affected sectors such as restaurants, hotels, travel agencies know during the outbreak?
But now, hotel, restaurant industry, most of them are closed, and it depends where you are. For example, if you are in the Jing'an district, all the restaurants are closed. You cannot go to the restaurant. If you go to Waitan, it's closed also. If you go to Huangpu, but not in Waitan, you are allowed to open, but you have to take special measures to be sure that the people who come to your place will give their name, will give a mobile number, so you have to be able to trace your client or your visitors, because if one of them gets sick, you should be able to say that he was in my restaurant, what day, which time, I took his temperature, I record the temperature, and I record his personal information. So this is what they got.
For businesses that closed during the virus outbreak, such as restaurants, hotels, travel agencies, what are the options to lower labor and rental costs during the shutdown?
Okay, so the first option is, of course, to negotiate with your employees. So you can have a collective negotiation or an individual negotiation, but frankly speaking, it's better you go to see each employee according to their position and to say this is a special situation. So let's negotiate some terms, or you take some holidays, or you stay home, or you accept to lower your salaries for 30%, and if it's going better after, then you can get back your money. So negotiation is what the Chinese government is pushing. It's probably the best solution to proceed, because if you don't negotiate and if they go to the court, even the court anyway, they are not working very well, so it will take time. But it will be faster for you to focus on what is the true issue, which is the business. And I think all the Chinese employees are able to understand that this is a special situation. Okay. You can also apply to the labor office to get a flexible working time for the employees during this period. And we know that the labor office accepts to give special certificate for a flexible working time. But I don't think you need to go to the labor office. The best way is you negotiate with your employees.
Are travel agencies, hotels and restaurants obliged to reimburse expenses to clients who cannot travel due to quarantine, travel ban or rules?
There is no obligation according to the law to reimburse fees. Okay, so most of the time when you use travel agency or you go to the hotel, you send a paper to say you have the all terms and conditions. This is on the side of your contract. So as a client, the first things you need to do is to check the general terms and conditions of the company and to see what is stated for the force majeure, because this is clearly a case of force majeure in Chinese law. That means this is a case which is not linked to the company or his employees. This is from outside of your contractual relationship with this kind of companies. So once you read the standard terms, they should tell you, probably they will state that as this is a case of force majeure, I will not pay you back the money, I will pay you back 50%. So this is a contractual issue. Some companies, some travel agency issue special policies, some amendment to the terms and condition for the crisis. So you have to check the update of the terms of condition, but it really depends of each case. And of course, you can negotiate with them to try to get back some money. It's not because you have a standard policy that they cannot do a special commercial gesture.
You mentioned that one of the first things to do to reduce your cost is to negotiate with your team and employees. First, what options do you have? Second, how to renegotiate? What can employees do with the rental cost?
Options are very simple. You can ask the employees to take their normal holidays. You can ask them to take unpaid leave. You can ask them to reduce their salary. You can ask them to be more flexible. That means you can ask them to work part-time and to reduce the income according to what they receive. What you cannot do is to pay under the minimum amount, the minimum legal amount. So you have to pay the minimum amount. But from the minimum amount to their normal salaries, You can do anything you want if you got an agreement with your employees. You can even ask them to resign or to stop their work contract. So it's really you have all the solutions possible for them to reduce their cost. For the lease contract, it depends which kind of landlord do you have. If you have a state-owned company landlord or administration companies, you have regulation to say, for example, in Beijing or in Shanghai, that the state-owned landlord related has to give you 1 month free rent. And the state advised private landlord to reduce and to help their tenant to reduce their cost during the crisis, so to give you discount. I have some clients, they got 30% discount for 3 months. I have some other tenants, they renegotiate their lease contract to say that we want to cancel the increase for 2020. So I think the best way is to go to see your landlord and to start to negotiate with him and to find an agreement. If it's state-owned landlord, they will give you the discount from the government, but it does not mean you can not negotiate more. And private landlord, it's for each case. What is sure is because of the crisis, it will be probably a real estate crash soon, at least for commercial building and office building. It will be very hard for them to rent their premise.
Any questions? We will find an expert to answer them. Drop your questions in the comments or send us an email, dx@daxueconsulting.com.